everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Ashley and today we are going to be making vegan red velvet cupcakes. Since it is Valentine's Day, like next week, I thought it'd be cool to make some sort of sweet. I'm not exactly vegan, but I'm trying to make my way there, minus the cheese, sort of. Mostly every dessert I cook now is pretty much vegan, so yeah, today is not an exception. And usually there's a little bit of things. If I'm looking over there, that's where Nathan is.
Don't look at me, look at the camera.
In some of my other recipes, there would be like 1 or 2 ingredients that weren't actually vegan, but for this one, I'm going full ham. We have vegan icing that we're making from scratch. Everything is vegan. So let's get started. I can leave the recipe I'm using down below so you can follow it from that. I'm not going to be exactly saying this is what you need, this is what you need to do. I'll just say what I feel like saying, and yeah. So first I preheated my oven to 350 degrees and I'm going to line my cupcake pan. I bought this specifically for today. It is a 12 cupcake recipe. And so I bought this at the store today, just like this, and unfortunately there was 2 of them and she only scanned me for 1, so I'm probably gonna be thinking about that for the rest of my life. I have thought about it all day today and I feel really bad. And then I have these cute Valentine's Day cupcake liners. I'm gonna set these over on a table over here. So a cup of soy milk, or I'm using almond milk because I don't really buy soy milk. It's gonna go in with some apple cider vinegar and 1 teaspoon apple cider vinegar. I don't know how to do this. Does anybody remember, or I think people still do it, like just drink shots of apple cider vinegar? I don't know why. I think it helps with your metabolism or whatever, but oh shoot, that may have been too much. I'm scared. And I'm gonna whisk this together. I like to think that I'm a good baker, but it says it's supposed to curdle, but it's not. Oh wait, yeah it is. Alright, so now for the dry ingredients. I'm going to sift those all into this and mix it up. 1 1/4 cups all-purpose flour. Oh Jesus. So I really want to make like baking with Ashley or baking with me videos because I really like watching those. I tried to make one at the end of last year. I wanted to make vegan brownies for like Christmas time, but my phone ran out of storage, which it may now. I hope it doesn't. But yeah, I like baking a lot, especially like around Christmas time. I've made a lot of like cookies and brownies and stuff, so that's something that I kind of want to make like a regular thing on my channel. And I'm like learning more about cooking vegan. I already am vegetarian, so, but I feel like that's something that I want to try to do at least like once a month or something. So yeah, you can make these red velvet cupcakes for yourself, if you have a boyfriend, if you have a girlfriend, for any occasion really, not just, I don't even think red velvet cake is associated with Valentine's Day. It might be. I never knew that red velvet cake was like a chocolate cake that was dyed red. I don't know what I thought it was, but definitely not that. I thought it was its own special cake. We're cruising right on along. This recipe calls for both baking powder and baking soda, which is a little weird. I haven't had one that requests both of them yet. It calls for 1/2 teaspoon of both. I don't know why you wouldn't just use one, but 1 teaspoon. I don't know what the different properties of that are. Maybe I shouldn't question it. Something that I have like a love-hate relationship with baking is kind of the rush to see if it turns out the way you want it to or not. Like with as much time and effort that I'm putting into these red velvet cupcakes and cream cheese, vegan cream cheese icing, it better turn out good. And I'm going to mix the dry ingredients together using this special handmade wooden spoon by, oh my god, Just don't mind that for the rest of the video. I didn't realize that. You know how I said Nate was part of a family business? That was his first job? Making wooden spoons is that business, and that's where this is from. It's handmade. So we have our mix, which is potentially just chocolate cake for now. So now we're going back to our wet ingredients. It's all curdled and gross. I don't know why it needs to be that consistency either. Okay, so we need 1/3 cup of canola oil. Ew. I don't know if this is a life hack for vegan recipes, but I know for regular recipes, sometimes you can replace oil with applesauce, and it makes it healthier, and also I think it makes it fluffier. I don't know if that's 100% true, but alright, something that makes me really nervous about this red velvet cake is obviously the food coloring. I was like doing research because the recipe that I have says use vegetarian red food coloring, and I was like, how is that not vegetarian already? So I looked it up, and it contains, the regular kind contains like carmine or something like that, which is derived from like insects, which is pretty gross. I never knew that. So I found another one, and it doesn't have carmine in it, but it does have red 40, and I'm sure like everybody knows how bad red 40 is for you. Like I looked it up compared to carmine to see if it was vegetarian, and it is, but it says that it's made from like coal, like derived from coal or something like that. So it says that it poses higher health risks, and we're putting 2 tablespoons of that in here.
Yay.
So I'm a little nervous. I hope we don't die. But red 40 is in like everything. So if I've made it this far without not dying, I think I should be okay. This just looks scary and dangerous, like we shouldn't be. This is like the whole bottle. Oh my gosh, that was so terrifying. It looked like blood when I just dropped it in there. Looking at how it is now, I'm sure that Kool-Aid contains red 40. And that you're just like drinking it straight, so I don't think this is as bad. I'm gonna do 2.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract added into this as well. I always wonder why you have to end up putting vanilla into like chocolate recipes. Probably because the cocoa powder is unsweetened usually. All right, so we have all of our stuff in. I'm gonna whisk all this together. That literally looks like blood. We are mixing the liquids and the dries together, and it looks really nasty. If this really doesn't turn out how I want, I'm gonna be really mad. Like maybe have a mental breakdown. I never know like what to do for these baking videos because I don't know, I'm not professional. I would love to have a KitchenAid or whatever that's called. That would make my life so much easier. I feel like when a lot of people, when you say that you are making a vegan dessert, people are usually like turned off by that fact, thinking that it'll be gross. But honestly, every vegan dessert that I've made up to this point, I think that I've liked almost more than regular stuff, or like I don't notice that big of a difference. Like it's an easy way to cut out your dairy and your egg intake. This is really getting ugly. So I'm switching to a whisk. I don't know if that'll work any better. A KitchenAid would work the best. Okay, I'm gonna keep mixing this, and I'm gonna do that off camera so that I can save battery and time. So I'll be back when this is fully mixed. All right, now that I have this all mixed up, I don't know if you can barely see this, but it looks great. It literally doesn't look like it's a vegan recipe at all. So now that we're done with this, comes the time to fill our liners. All right, we are gonna put this in here, and it said to fill it up about 2/3 of the way because they do rise a lot. This has to be like beautiful, so ain't no time to mess up. I like to pretend that I am like on the not the Great British Baking Show. I lied. Everybody loves that show. I don't. And that's the tea. No, but my favorite baking show was Zumbo's Just Desserts. If you've watched it.
New Zealand, bring it back.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna do this off camera too, I just realized. Now that I have done all of these, I have them looking like this. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, But I have 2 trays of these. And I'm gonna put that in the oven for 18 to 20 minutes. So now while that is doing that, we don't have a moment to spare. We need to make our vegan cream cheese icing. So first, you have to have butter at room temperature. I think it said half a cup. And we're gonna whisk and beat that. I don't feel like finding our other one that we have, so I'm just gonna use this little whisk. It's not as room temperature as I'd like. At this point, I like to use a spatula to help get everything out. All right, so now that we have that sort of beaten, we're gonna put in our milk alternative veganish cream cheese. It's the Kite Hill brand and it's plain. I don't know if that's exactly vegan or not. It looks kind of gross, but I'm just gonna put the whole thing in because that's what it said to do. Jeez. Why?
I just gonna try it.
Ew! That's freaking gross. That don't taste like cream cheese at all. Ugh! That's very nasty. Now that we have that mixed together, we're gonna add in a bunch of powdered sugar, sifted. I don't know why that's so salty like that. And we're gonna get a cupful. I said to use 3 to 5 cups or until it's thick enough. So we'll whisk that in. Okay, I have a method I just came up with. I'm going to sift this all in. I'm going to spoon it all together with that spatula and then I'll blend it. I'm getting nervous. All right, so we're in a little bit of a different setup, and so let me catch you up on what we've done. So we made some icing. I added 3 cups of the powdered sugar to make our cream cheese frosting, and then I also added a little bit of red dye to make pink because Valentine's Day. And then also I took the cupcakes out of the pan to let them cool, and they rose nicely. They all look really cute except for one that was kind of like dented in the top middle, so we ate that one. So now we're gonna decorate. I'm just gonna cut a little bit off. Wow, here is our first one. I am not the best decorator. Okay, so now we're gonna try the pink frosting, and of course on one of these I'm going to do a heart, hopefully. Oh, that is so ugly. Let's try again. I have to get like cute pictures. This is too much. Oh my gosh, that was actually pretty. I definitely made too much icing. Even the pretty one turned out ugly. So yeah, these were actually pretty good for being like completely vegan. This was, like I said, the first time that I've ever tried to make one that was completely vegan. It was a lot of work, but it was a good experience, I would say, overall. So like I said, I will put the recipe for these and the cream cheese and everything down below in case you want to make it. If you want me to make more baking videos or more cooking videos, like vegan, vegetarian based, just let me know. I would be more than happy to do that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. It means a lot to me, and hopefully I will have some new videos out for you soon.